you for having me.
Firstly, tell me, how many applications related to fishing rights have the company received thus far since the last extension of the registrations, which was, of course, at the end of August, the 31st of August?
To put it in perspective, the total number of applications we've received to date is about 26,000, but from the end of July to August, the numbers received for August alone was over 8,000 applications.
So it has actually increased?
Yes, we have had an increase of, if we calculate it on an estimate, it's over 50% increase in applications, and mostly the ones focused on fishing rights.
Just to dwell a little bit about what are some of the measures that BIPA has put in place to ensure, that you help as many people as possible, because the number is quite high.
Yes.
What are the measures in place for that?
I think, like most people who wanted to participate in this process of applying for fishing rights, BIPA had to align itself with the expectation to have PTYs as the business entity that is recognized by the ministry. We then decided, especially in the Khomas region, because most of the applications we received came from here, we consolidated all our services, because we would have head office and then we have satellite offices, but we brought all the services to the head office, which is in Sam Nujoma Drive. So all services were rendered there. To deal with the public and to assist them, we increased the number of client service consultants that we had on board, so that they can at least assist with applications and direct what should be completed. We also then brought the entire data capturing personnel to the head office, so that they sit there and they receive the applications and they'd be able to load the data so that the applications can be processed. Our cashiers have also increased. We normally used to have one, and then we ended up having about 3. So we also coming to, especially in August, when the pressure was mounting now, we then extended our working hours, that you would find the office would still be operating even during lunch. And last week we were even rendering services up to beyond 8 o'clock at night. What we did also, in order to assist with the whole arrangement, we saw that most applications would not be processed by the deadline of 31 August. And therefore we went and we consulted with the Ministry of Fisheries to see what is it that we can put in place to ensure that everybody's application is taken into consideration. And there we had an administrative arrangement where, if your application was received by BIPA by 12 o'clock on the 30th of August, then you've made the necessary payments, then we would issue you with a letter. And this letter is confirmation to the Ministry of Fisheries that we have your application, it's being processed, and once we finalize the process, we'll then send the founding documents of the entity to the ministry directly, so that they know they can consider it as a proper application.
Yes.
And as you're aware, the ministry also then decided that instead of just insisting on PTYs, they then decided to accept applications from other business forms like close corporations as well in the meantime.